Hello YouTube friends, welcome to the Red Parrot channel. I am your host Mary Ellen, and this is an episode of Thrifty Canucks, which is hosted by Images by Kim, and Thrifty Thursday, which is hosted by Sherry at Turquoise Dreaming. Check them both out, and if you are doing a thrift haul, make sure to tag them. Okay, so minor quick introduction. I have a variety of sources of information because you don't necessarily have to thrift just at the thrift store. There are lots of free, almost free, very low cost, useful ways of getting stuff. And I have stuff. So, no further ado, in Ontario, which is where I live, we have something called the LCBO, which is the Liquor Control Board of Ontario. I think they do like 6 or 4 or maybe 8, magazines called Food and Drink. And it is this, with these kind of images, not a huge surprise, Food and Drink, but very, very high quality. You could do things like, fussy cut out that image. I've used a couple of the labels from here in my dark poison journal. That was one of them. Very, very high art production quality, because they are selling alcohol, and alcohol has a lot of money in that industry. So images, it's a great glue book, and also it provides a lot of actual food recipes that would be then paired with whatever alcohol that they are selling. And I think I told you before, I will find it again. I think it's 136. Not that I know the pages now. This brown butter chocolate chunk cookies with pecans and caramel. This is the recipe for that. It sounds absolutely divine. And if you would really love that recipe and cannot get to Ontario from where you're at, please check out lcbo.com, where they have an archive of the recipes. That's the picture of the recipe flagging. Brown butter chocolate chunk cookies with pecans and caramel. I have gotten some of my best recipes from here. And at Christmas time, we have the holiday magazine, which is a chonker, and always full of good stuff. So throw that out there. There are free magazines that you can get in the world. So that's number one. Just making a little bit of room here. Early morning tea. Second, free to me. I have a friend who is cleaning out her aunt's estate, and she has found stuff, and so she generically knows that I am a maker. I'm a maker, I'm a sewist, all of the things. And she said, "Hey, I got a bunch of scarves. Do you want them?" And I said, "Sure, bring." So I did not understand. What's it? Leona? Leona is her aunt's name. Was all that in a bag of rice. So this would be an example of one of the scarves. It's Cleo. Signed. This is a hand-painted silk scarf. There is lots of staining here. I'm sure we could wash it out, but why do we need to wash it out when we might just want to have some of these? This is a spectacular, beautiful silk scarf. And she gave me 40 of them. Not all of this, each one is very different. As I was going through them, and so I would take out each one and have a look at them and, pat them and look at the labels to see what the fabric was. It was it was not a waste of time to me. I really enjoyed it. Anyway, so I pick out this one scarf and I flip it open, and don't I see at one of the edges, Hermes, Herme, accent aigu, S. If you know Hermes, you've already fallen over in a heap. Hermes is like a Louis Vuitton. It is that kind of a label. And this was basically a rare vintage Hermes scarf. So she's got that scarf back. Just gonna say that. It was worth hundreds of dollars. And I was so privileged to be able to see and handle that scarf in my actual hands. Because I'm never, who's kidding who? I'm never going to be able to see an Hermes scarf. So anyways, and even if I was able to handle and even keep an Hermes scarf, there's no way that I'm going to be able to cut it up. So it went back to the right person. And there's a bunch of other scarves that are not Hermes, but they are probably mid-tier. Vintage silk labeled designer scarves, and those are going back to her as well. She just didn't know what she was doing, and her goal was to get rid of the scarves and not them be a physical burden. And I totally get that. I have had to clean out estates as well, and it is very, you can't look at everything and you can't keep everything. But you can give it to people who care very deeply, and then they can curate back to you the value. So what I think is going to happen is her daughter is going to sell, not the Hermes, but the other ones that I give back to her on like Poshmark or somewhere, and they're going to get a few bucks, which is awesome. Second thing she had in there, this is a top. There we are. And I knew as soon as she pulled it out that, oh my God, this is hand-painted linen. I think it's hand-painted, or maybe not. No, it's printed. It's printed, but it's linen. Oh, it's linen. So this was totally free linen. And she has another shirt that she gave me, which is black lace, which never goes to waste in, certainly in this season. So, haven't spent a penny yet, and the stuff I have, hi Shimama. So keep your eyes and your ears open, and I'm just flapping with my bag. The bag in question is the one that I had wrapped in the elastic that Gracie ate that led to Poop Watch, which is over now. Everything is fine. These are two local library. My library, one of my libraries has a perpetual, no, they all do, perpetual book sale. So this is The Coast of Amalfi. I'll do this one first. Complete history and splendor of its nature. Look at this. Amalfi's old handmade paper. I just sort of, you know, there's like a little voice that you have when you find something that's pretty amazing. I had that little voice. Look at that. Look at that. And this is just incredible paper. And I didn't know that Amalfi made paper. So that's information for me. This is really beautiful images of all of the things, sunsets and art and just things. And so this would absolutely be a candidate for some more book boiling, because this is absolute stunner. Anyways, this was 50 cents, which I'll have. And the next one, also 50 cents, this is Take Your Seat Together. And this is I think a city twinning. That's vellum. So we're 2 for 2 in terms of the fly pages being pretty spectacular. This is, does it say in the back? Thailand? A photographic celebration of the connection between Canada and Thailand. And so Yeah, might as well fold. I'm gonna be taking the pictures out. But some of these images are just absolutely corkers. This is the Canada parts. Look at that. Look at that. I opened the book and this was the image that flopped open to, and there was no question. It's like done. Cows. These are coos. They're coos, not cows. Coos. Anyways, you get the ooh. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, that's BMO Field, and that is a boxing ring in Thailand. Look at that. Such beautiful photographs, such beautiful paper. So anyways, another 50 cents. You generally get the idea. Like every page of this is just stunning. Take your pick of whatever colors. Aww. These images would be amazing to cut up and use as that, what is that? The Tim Holtz fake strips. You know what I mean, I think. Okay, so next up, now we're getting into the pricey stuff, which is dollar store. What did I find there that is of note? Oh yeah. Okay. So you'll be able to see the price on these. These are glitter pots. So I have a blue and a pink. Do I have another one? Nope, I just have the two. The blue and the pink. And then the pink kind of goes with the purple. And then, because the contrast color for the Dark Poison journal is green, I have green. So I know I'm going to make one shaker card for this, but it's shaker card bits that are beautiful. So I've got some more shaker card stuff. That is, so I don't know if you can see. So this is little sticks of stuff. This is powdered stuff, and these are sequin bits. I will cope with those because they are big enough to pick up. So I essentially have those two, but I am willing to experiment. As I get better at being able to contain and not spill these, the more likely I am to use some of this. But it needs to be destined for a hermetically sealed container. Just saying that. What is next? Next is, I know I couldn't find them, so I got another pack, and that pack is a pack of stickers, and that's going to go with the travel journal for my friend. And I also found some more of these little bits. So, Mr. Tim Holtz's snippet packages, kind of expensive, $1.25. So I have one, I think I got doubles of some of these, 2, 3, 4. So that is another one of the same that I have, but this is pink. I can probably open. This has got butterflies and largely orange. And this is blue. So when winter comes on, I am not going to have to go anywhere. Okay, so Next up is Value Village. Where do we want to start? Well, let's finish off with books, shall we? Do I have any more? I don't think I do. Well, if we do, we'll see. So, first book, Random House Book of Shakespeare Stories. Oh, it's glossy. That's kind of pretty. These images are really pretty. And the art in this is really good. Does it say who is illustrated by? Illustrated by Angela Barrett. Retold by Andrew Matthews. So we'll do sort of a nice slow flip through. These little pieces are so lovely. Romeo and Juliet. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? It's just beautiful, calm. You can just feel the warmth of the day. Mackers. Oh yeah, that's poor old Lady Macbeth. A little twitched. So this is another boiled book opportunity. Oh, Hamlet. I've seen, I think, every single one of these plays at a Stratford festival. Possibly every. I don't know that I've seen Henry V, but I've seen every one of them, some of them multiple times. And it's interesting to see the images, because the images are not a theater stage. And it's like, oh yeah, you see it and you go, oh yeah, there was a context to it. There was a, like this is a, an actual beach as opposed to a blank stage. Cool. Anyways, so that book. The Wildflower Book from the Rockies West. Donald and Lillian Stokes. And this is another possible boilio. I'm gonna have to sort out my boilios. So I want to do another boiled. I also want to try goldenrod. I don't know if goldenrod is going to be a mess because it has very fine petals to it, but it should come out really nicely, and I also can cut back some of my sage. So we can do some of these. Oh, look at that poppy. Psh. Beautiful setting for some of these. Like, the Rockies are where it's at, man, where it's at. There we are. Okay, so there we are. Wildflower Book. And this one is called the Savoy Cocktail Book. I would love to do, and this is Shell's Creative Chaos's, I want to say fault, but it's not fault, it's not a blame. I need to find a way of being able to say that. Inspiration, that's the word. Very early on, she made at least one, if not two, wine books, and they were absolutely divine. And I've wanted to do a wine book ever since. So, Savoy Cocktail, I got it purely because of these images. These are very, very beautiful. images. There's a full pager here somewhere. Just very 1920s stylized. And I also love the way they've sort of laid out the cocktails. Like, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Where's the one picture? Is this here? Guy looks like Monopoly guy. Okay, are we gonna look for it? Oh, ooh. Oh, a map of Rhineland wine county. Well, this may not be so off. Oh, these are more. I might have gotten my first little wine book. Yep, because this is map of the ancient Burgundy. Look at that. Oh, look at that. That's gorge. So maybe the second half of this book is, oh, these are labels? Yes, okay, so you get the main idea. I can't go through the whole book, but I think it might have been that picture of the one on the side. I got it for the art. Okay, so let us move then to what? I think this might be the only one that is yeah. Envelopes, and I had a set of envelopes with them, and then I put those back, and then I found these, and these are cream colored, which is a little bit of less work to get them into a different color because you don't have to worry about the white. And now, one of my favorite topics is going to be material and sewing supplies. So let's do material. So here is a massive, large piece. I think it's almost like think of a sari. I don't know. Apparently I'm saying that name wrong. You know what I mean. It's a sari-sized piece of fabric, and it is, there's a label in here somewhere that is this. What does it say? It says Aladdin Batik Original Thailand. So it's Taiwanese batik. Okay, I'll have that. It's beautiful. It's cotton, I think. The colors are ones that I really enjoy. I also enjoy having fabric that has sections to it. So for example, is this section has a feeling to it. This section has a feeling to it. This section has a feeling to it. You could even cut some of those out, fussy cut them, and that's glue. They would have a section to it. So you have multiple options within the fabric. Anyway, so that's beautiful. Next piece of fabric. I was on my way out the store, and then I saw this. It was sticking out. It is a linen dress. It's a big linen dress of this color of blue. So I've got my linen yield is quite high. I should start using it. Look at how wide that is. It's doubled. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So there, and then okay, so every now and then you go and there's no, oh, I'll just do one more piece of material. This is a men's silk scarf. Okay, so that gasp was me noticing there's beads. we've had a bead spill inside the bag. There. This is a men's tie. I want to pick it apart, and I want to see if I can do a journal cover with it, because Hobonichi has launched its 2025 journal series, and Weeks, which is a small, it's kind of TN sized. Everybody goes bananas because one of the styles that they have is a tie fabric cover, and I don't like any of them. I don't like any of the styles, and it's like, well, I could probably make my own. And this is how projects get started. Anyway, so I got this one as being the most non-rigorously patterned, and it is a silk scarf, a silk tie. Of course it is. Oh, it's $40, original $40. Only rare. And I forgot to take the little doodly-doo off. I hate it when I do that. So, back to my point, and I do have one. Every now and then, you can tell that somebody was doing something and brought all of the stuff to Value Village. And there was a sewist who was cleaning up. The estate was being cleaned up. She was having a purge. Something happened, and there were a ton of bags, and I could not walk past them. I could not say no. I recognize that I am the problem in this situation. Let's see what is in here. So I think I have 3 or 4 of these. It's gonna be a long haul, I think, if I go this slow. Keep going this slowly. Oh, it's a note. So that's pretty. So is that. Ooh, wow. That's pretty. Oh, it's lavender. It's purple. That's pretty. Yep, there's a lot of that. Ooh, wow. This is really nice. And there's a lot of that. That's very fine. That's very fine material. And then, special value, $1. She hasn't opened this. I love the carding. That template is really, really nice. And then we'll call this generic lace. Sure. So, Pilo lace. Pilo lace number 1. Pilo lace number 2. Oh, trying to get it so that the staples come out. I have no idea why I'm bent and bound to keep the bags. Fast forward over this bit. Seriously. We need an implement. Let's do that, because I'm going to have the same problem in a minute. Okay. There, that was easy. Okay, let's see what's in here. Ooh, holy crap. So a lot of this lace, she must have been some kind of a serious dressmaker. Because that's a lot. This is also a lot. Okay. There's 2 of those. There's another of that. I am so familiar maybe with the idea. So I have a family of people who sew. I have my mom, my aunt, my nana, and I am familiar with their sewing boxes and so forth, and the way they keep material, and all of them have those. It's like, that's just what you do. Oh, so she picked this off of something. I'll have that. I'll have that a little bit. It's pretty good. It's 20 inches. It's pretty good. Ooh, this is pretty. This is very fragile. But that's lovely. Oh, ooh, didn't expect that. That's really interesting lace. This pattern, never seen that before. A lot of it. Holy smokes. This is also really, really fine lace. Not a lot of it, but there we are. Oh, she tried to Scotch tape it. Bless her heart. And this is another really, it's very fine lace, which makes me think that she might be doing wedding dresses or something. And then these stars. Yep. A lot of stars. Fun. Okay, so let's have a look over here. 2 bats of lace. Okay. Let's leave. Oh yeah. All right. Oh yes. And so this is a silk scarf. I'm gonna cut that tag off before any damage happens. Here we are. 100% pure silk, made in India, I think. So I got this in the silk tie before my friend gave me her pile of stuff. So I don't know if I would have gotten this or not. I probably would have, because it's really pretty. And it's silk. So in any event, that, and I got it as purple because purple and green is one of the color themes that we have for, and I forgot to take this diddly-do off again. Gosh darn it. So where are we here? All right, let's take this off. There, and I'm just gonna make a neat pile. Wow, that's so much easier. So I think this person is an old sewer. So I'm going to attribute all of this stuff to the same person, because all the same person. Let's dump her all out and see what's in here. So anybody who has been here long enough will know that that's what caught my eye. I am a massive, massive sucker for a wooden spool. Oh, it's from Eaton's. Anybody in Canada will absolutely know Eaton's. Eaton's was kind of like a Sears or a general goods store, very famous in Canada. No longer in business, but there was a Eaton's catalog that was so good. Oh, made in Canada. All right. Oh, it's boil proof. Wow. Okay, so those are, so this also makes me think of wedding colors, because that's a green, that's a blue, and those are a couple of pinks. Then there is this, which is a lot of brown thread. Let's peel out the buttons. This is adorable. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Oh, there's two. Oh, I know what they are. They're button loops. Yeah, that's what they are. They're button loops. Okay, so got those. This is green bias tape, dark green, Mother of the Bride. These are more, oh, look at these. So some of these I got, or I wanted because of the lady fashion and the actual, what do I want to say? The carding. I love that shape. Pretty. And then she had these. And so I think, is she doing this? I don't know. I don't know where these came from, but let's have a look at them. Like, they're very specifically that size. Let's group them. I don't know if she made them or they were manufactured. So that, this is, it's going with the thread, matching the thread. And then these are popping off of that. I don't know, and these, so that one goes there. Like, it's, you can tell that they have been cut. They've been cut out of something. And I don't know if it was her sort of doing this. Well, okay, so I'm going to say no, because there is a stamped clear circle and then circling around it. And this looks very production oriented. Like, if you've seen the back of sewed buttons, there is a very specific pattern. So let's turn them over, the whole ones. Yeah, so these are all, okay, left-handed person. So flip that one over. So this one, is that an S? It's not really an S. Maybe my theory is not so strong. In any event, that's bag one. And also some tweezers. Oh, this is gonna take us days. But it's because I got sewing stuff. And who doesn't want to look through it all in minute detail? Well, if you are into books and you're not into sewing, I think you could probably safely tune out now. If you're a sewist and a person who loves this kind of stuff, stay tuned, because I've got a bunch more. Next one is this. This one is torn anyway, so let's just continue with the tear. Somebody might have taken something out of this. I totally don't care. Oh, another little Eaton Sprague's tag. Cute. This. is a needle book. It says Princess Victoria on it. This is a needle threader. I got this. This is a fun pencil too. It's not a chunky, but it's not a normal either. It's it feels good to have in the hand. Bigger than a normal one. And these are other needles. This one says Clark's High, something embroidery threads. There we are. Church brand. War Pack. Oh my goodness. Somewhere in my house, I have exactly this container. That's where that goes. So needles, needle packs, kind of like the whole button packs. Put them aside there. Next up, I tried, I'm just going to go on the record and saying, I tried to not have every single one of these. It's like, you don't need any of these. And my little goblin brain could absolutely not. Oh, there's one more. Somehow, somewhere. Oh, I think they might have had a rip. There. So these are a combination of more wood spools, that's five of those colors, beautiful range. And this is nondescript. And these are glorious Gutermann threads, which are pretty decent. And also a good range of neutral basic colors. I'm on board with that. So 3 different uses. One is a wood spool, pretty colors. This I use for scrap thread, and these I will use for actual sewing. So we'll put those to the side. We have 2 more left. In case anybody's counting. There we are. Oh yes, this one. So, another lady fashion. This is washing instructions, so this is something that she got from, it's probably a sweater or something. It's the extra thread in the buttons. This is another like strip. It's like it was purchased in a large piece, and then if you wanted one, somebody is just cutting them off for you. These are beautiful. Little cameos. This is also one of the reasons why I couldn't walk past this. This is a fabric tape measure. It is so beautiful. I love how people keep things made in England. I could have guessed that. Okay, roll that up, put it to the side, and ooh, what the heck is that? I don't know what that is. Oh, I bet you I do. I think it's a threader. So let's say you want to put a piece of elastic through a waistband. You slip the elastic in that end, and then you go choo 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 choo. I think that's what that is. That's very nice. Wow. I like that. That's a plastic bit. Some of these are plastic bits. Let's pull out anything that's fun. Ooh, universal needles. Made in England. Of course they are. Oh, here's another Eaton's tag. And these are some more buttons. Ooh, those are pearls. And lots of little ones. I'm not going to dump these out because we'll be days putting them back in. Here's another card bit. And I don't know what these loops are. Ooh, that's pretty. So these won't never go to waste. We'll put all those back in. This one I largely got because of this piece of fabric tape. Okay, so we're keeping those in. And then, last but not least, is this one, which clearly has got the bead spill in it. So when I was at the store, there's something that, yeah, the side busted out. That's the problem. This fell on the floor and I made a big mess. And so while I was checking out, the nice lady had to mop up a lot of the beads. And there's a whole bunch of other little blue beads somewhere in the bottom, scattered in the bottom. So we'll just take these out gently. Ooh, wow, look at these. Wow, fancy. Take them out this way. This is gonna be an hour video. I don't think I've ever done an hour video. There we go. Okay, so let's have a look. So this West trim, oops, these blue bits are gonna come all the time. Pearls, Michael's, 59 cents. I defy you to find anything at Michael's that's 59 cents now. That is beautiful trim. Beads and beads. Oh, that's the one that's spilling out. Let's bring, oops, this back. Put anything on here that's not healthy. Ooh, that's nice. Dazzle it. I'm going to say that's from Fabricland. Those are expensive. Oh, wow. Wow. So this is either designed to be for this, or it's an old pill bottle that is just not anything. So here, so this is back being, I am totally sure this is wedding. These are flat strung pearls, which is Wedding Dress 101. And these are seed pearls, Wedding Dress 201. This is not stiff at all. This is very, very finely done. That's cotton, and these are old because of the color of this cotton and the nature of it. Oh, more of those. Okay. Ooh, black. More white. Ooh, these are glass beads. They're blue, multifaceted. Wow. Those are super teeny tiny, and it's 95 cents. Oh, here's another one. Oops. And some green. These are not even opened. Oh, more Westrom at 89 cents. Okay, careful, careful. That one busted open. There's the green, and there's going to be a whole pile of blue in here. Oh my God, look at the pearls. Really? Do a pearl journal. Wouldn't that be fun? I don't think I've ever seen a pearl journal. Okay, somebody somewhere didn't know the value of this bag. These alone are going to be a large amount of money. Not real pearl jewelry kind of thing, but from a sewer's perspective, that's a lot. And then there's more, of course there is. And there's even more. They go there. This little bag goes there. And then here's the rest of that blue. We're just going to put gently over there. And we've got a lot of blue bit cleanup. We might have to do a bit of a vacuum or something. And I think that is it. So I hope you enjoyed that. And also keep your eye open for materials in the world that you can use that won't cost you anything. Friends that are cleaning up of things is like, hey, if you have any old books or old magazines, I'm happy to take them on, or I'd happy to have a look at any kind of clothing that you're gonna throw out or whatever, if you're willing to give me a piece or whatever, because shirts and dresses and skirts and all of those things can be absolutely cut up. Offer to pay them nominal. If they're good enough friends, they will fight you for it, and they'll say, here, just have the thing. Magazines that are out in the world, mailers, all of the things. So journaling should not cost you anything, and even though I have shown you abundance of stuff, don't feel like this is the minimum standard for making a journal. It is not. It is just what happens sometimes when you get deep down in the rabbit hole and you have no concept of self-restraint. So that's all for now. Please take very good care of yourself. Gracie says hi. Stay out of trouble. Love you lots, and we'll see you soon. Bye now.